Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results, 546-1111.
Upgrade your home with stunning natural gas appliances from Oak Ridge Utility District. Enjoy 0% financing with approved credit and turn your dream kitchen into a reality. Call today for a free estimate, get free delivery on all purchases, and enjoy handsome incentives on our appliances. Free delivery, 0% financing, and impressive incentives makes now the perfect time to switch to affordable, safe, and reliable natural gas. Don't wait. Choose Oak Ridge Utility District, your affordable energy choice. Call now or visit our website to get started.
The free medical clinic provides primary care at no cost to the working poor. Every day, thousands of families live in fear, afraid to get sick or injured because they have no insurance and low income. But FMC removes that fear. We help people get back to work, back to school, and back on their feet, keeping our families healthy and our economy moving forward.
Especially for our rural and minority neighbors.
With a full suite of services, top-tier medical professionals, FMC is redefining what healthcare looks like for the underserved.
For more information, go to fmcor.org.
Bring the whole family together at the free medical clinic holiday ice rink at Roane State Community College Harriman campus all of November. Glide on synthetic ice with family and friends or go skating for the first time and create joyful memories for all ages. Leading up to the Roane State Christmas tree lighting on November 17th, where everyone skates for free.
See you on the ice! Bye!
For more information, go to fmcor.org, fmcor.org.
Hi, I'm Rick Scarborough, State Representative. Friday nights are special in Anderson County. Football under the lights, warm weather, cool nights, and some intense rivalries. I want to congratulate the student athletes, the cheerleaders, the band, the teachers, the coaches. You've worked incredibly hard. Go out there, compete hard, and enjoy it. But nothing like high school football.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
Kathy Mae Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy Mae Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We built our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Cooler weather brings autumn-colored leaves and football time in Tennessee. Warm up with natural gas heat or enjoy the year-round comfort of natural gas water heaters, ranges, and clothes dryers. More affordable and reliable, natural gas keeps your home cozy while increasing its value. Whether you're a new home builder or a homeowner wanting an upgrade, consider all the benefits natural gas offers. Call us today or visit us online to learn more. Oak Ridge Utility District, your hometown natural gas provider.
Welcome into the Friday Night Scoreboard. Exciting week. Sort of a boring week because a lot of teams didn't play, fall break. But we're here live. Go ahead and make someone aware, and please share. This show is brought to you by the Free Medical Clinic. Free Medical Clinic mission is to provide medical and now mental health care to low-income and uninsured residents living in Anderson, Morgan, and Roane County. Thank you, Free Medical Clinic. But let's talk about yesterday's game. Let's talk about today's game. Couple games happened yesterday. TTSN covered. It was Midway versus Oliver Springs. Midway travels to Oliver Springs, knocks off Oliver Springs at home. First region loss for Oliver Springs, and first time they lost to Midway since 2016. An incredible feat out there for Coach Treadway. And I hope we get to talk to him soon. He should be getting on the line soon. So we're excited about that. Austin East versus Gatlinburg Pittman. Austin East and Gatlinburg Pittman, the first half, 0-0. And then all of a sudden, Gatlinburg Pittman figured out who they were and what they wanted to accomplish. 5 minutes and 47 seconds to go in the second quarter. They put up a touchdown and then followed that with 2 more touchdowns, taking it to the half, 21-0. Final score that I remember was 35-0. They may have scored another one after that. I'm not 100% for sure, but a complete blowout. They did score another? Yeah, 42-0. A complete blowout at Austin East. And man, I tell you, it was a rough game for Austin East. Stan Stevens taking that program over. A lot of freshmen out there on the field for Austin East, though. So the future is definitely bright. They're already getting their feet wet, ready to go. By the time in the next 1-2 years, they're really going to be hard to beat. And it just makes me wonder, like all the kids that I know that's supposed to be there, what if they were there? And I think they'll be state championship contenders, and that's for sure. But Stan Stevens and his coaching guys over there are doing a great job. Excited about what's going to happen in the future. But I tell you what, they may have lost the ball game, but that band is phenomenal. If you haven't heard that band, seen that band, to go out to Austin East and watch them perform, their band is absolutely phenomenal. It's almost like watching one of those marching bands that you see at the college level. It is just phenomenal. The dancers, the color guards that are swinging the flags, the percussionists. It is just all a lot of great performance and soul and all the things that you want to hear out of music at a high school football game. So shout out to the Austin East band. And I'm going to get a flyer over to our producers, and they have OEB Law is doing Battle of the Bands at the Ice Bears. This is going to be very interesting because last year we brought Central over. It was so phenomenal. They got to play throughout the game. It was so phenomenal. It was like my boss, Tim Elrod at OEB Law, so let's make it bigger. So we collaborated with the Ice Bears and said we want to make it bigger. We want to bring more than one band in, and we're doing that right now. You can go vote for your favorite band. So everybody's on the Rivalry Thursday and Rivalry Friday list. Those bands are listed to be voted for, and come over to the Ice Bears and watch them perform live throughout the game. Not a halftime show, not one chance. This is throughout the whole game. Both bands will have an opportunity to play for the professional Knoxville Ice Bears. So excited about that. But let's talk about tonight's game. Grace travels to Sevier County, and OMG. What happened at Sevier County tonight? 699 days, they haven't lost a game. 21 games, they haven't lost a game. Sevier County came in there always with that high pride. The football guys are always on their side, ready to go. Sevier County goes down to Grace. The price is right. Come on down. Grace Christian Academy went over to Sevier County to the Smoky Bears, took care of business, managed the clock well, and man, you can say so much about the entire team, but that number 2, oh man, he is something special. Everybody talks about the transfer portal and these kids went here and this kid went there. The best grab in the transfer portal this year was made by Grace Christian Academy. Man, that kid that they have over there is absolutely phenomenal. And he has, with Terrion Thomas down, Terrion Thomas hurt, for him to come in like that and keep Grace rolling, and they've taken some tough loss, Grace had, but they went in and beat the defending state champions, 699 days without a loss, didn't quite make it to 700, 21 games won with no L's. They now have an L in the loser bracket. Smoky Bears is going to have to start all the way over to 0, but it could be good for the Smoky Bears. They could regroup and be ready to go next week and moving forward. I still think they're your favorites in the 5A to make that push through the playoffs and get to the state championship. But you have an undefeated pal in their region, undefeated, that they have to go against. You know, William Blunt, West. You know, you can't count those guys out, especially your West, playing good ball. And don't forget about Halls. Halls is actually, they're playing some young guys as well right now. Not many seniors over there at Halls, but they're competing and they still have something to compete for. And I think they're going to finish pretty hard. Have a good game coming up this Thursday on Rivalry Thursday. They'll be playing their arch rival, Central, for Battle of the Black Oak Ridge trophy. And Halls actually has that trophy in their locker room right now. And I'm pretty sure Central's want to do everything they can to get that trophy back over to Central. So that's been a long time rivalry, next door neighbors, about 5 minutes apart, and we're looking forward to that Rivalry Thursday game, Central versus Halls. You want to tune into that. And then your OEB Law Rivalry Thursday game of the week is going to be Grace on TV again. I'm pretty sure this is the third time on TV. They played Webb, did very well against Webb, knocked them off, and put up a lot of points. I want to say the score is like 70 to something. That was just a lot of scoring. But Grace will take on CAK. CAK is having a phenomenal season. They are another team that got a great transfer. Guy from Seymour came over there, their running back, Ryan Gibson, and he is a bulldog. He is a train. He is an elephant. He's just hard to stop. He runs that football, and he does it great. And they have a great coaching staff over there. Newly coach over there that's assisting is your former head coach for the Clinton Dragons, Coach Darrell Keith, and also Jordan Hanna, assistant that was under Coach Keith over there at Clinton. Jordan Hanna has also joined them over there. CAK is making a lot of great moves. They're playing great football. Ryan Gibson is helping out on that. And they have a lot of great, people to contribute to their victories and their success thus far this year. But I say the OEB Law Rivalry Friday game of the week, Grace versus CAK, that's going to be one that's going to have a lot of viewers, not only on TV, but a lot of people coming to the stadium. And I definitely advise you guys go. It's nothing like going to a ball game and seeing everything that happens at a ball game. The live action is nothing like it. So we're excited about that game. It's going to be coming up. But shout out to Grace. Shout out to the Price Twins. Shout out to the Price Twins for making it work over there in Sevier County. Wow, Coach Justin Price and his brother. Last time the Price Twins went over to Campbell County, they was head coach for Campbell County. Last time they went over to Sevier County, there was head coaches for Campbell County, and their quarterback at the time threw 7 touchdowns against Sevier County. So I knew Sevier County knew Coach Todd Loveday knew that they was going to come through and have a great game plan for them. Coach Todd Loveday, they never lose their composure. They always seem to have the football guys on their side, but it looks like the luck ran out tonight as they was making a final drive to score a touchdown, and they could not get there, nor could they get close enough to kick the field goal. 33-31, Grace wins over there in Sevier County. Looks like we have a call on the line. Let's see who we have. Thanks for calling into Friday Night Scoreboard. Who do we have on the line?
Coach Pank.
Coach Pank, how you doing? Congratulations on your win tonight.
I appreciate it, man. I'm doing good now that won us a ball game, so that's always good.
That's always good. You know what, Coach? It's good to hear your voice. You know, you're a hard man to get a hold of. I want you on my show, but I'm glad you called into the Friday Night Scoreboard show. Tell us a little bit about the game tonight and your preparation to going into playing Cumberland County.
Well, it's like always, man. You know, when you play at Scott County, man, it's always a tough place to play. You know, it's a tough drive up there, and they're always tough physically and mentally, man. So it's always a tough game. So, you know, all week long I've been telling our kids all week that, you know, prepare yourself because it ain't gonna come easy. You know, we were able to come in tonight, and second half I thought we imposed our will. Was able to get our ground game going. Tayshawn Hamlin had another great game. But shout out to our defense, man. You know, these guys have been putting up some numbers all year long, and our defense was able to hold those guys to 3 points, man. So hats off to the defense.
Wow, that is phenomenal, Coach. You know what I always say, defense wins championships. Offense got to score points, but the defense wins championship, and obviously that was a testament to your victory tonight. Coach, let's talk a little bit about those guys in the trenches. Let's start on the offensive side of the ball. Who really helped, you know, make those gaps open for Tayshawn Hamilton to, you know, do the runs that he normally does and protect the quarterback?
Well, this is one of the best lines I've had, both offensively and defensively. Those guys just do a great job, man. Those guys have been starting and playing together for a few years now, so they just know how to communicate. They just work really well together, and they do a really good job, man, opening up holes and you know, paving the way for Tayshawn.
Yeah, indeed, Coach. And over on the defensive side of the ball, my favorite part of football, period, is in the trenches, Coach, because that's where it happens. I don't care what studs you got. If you can't get those guys up front on either side to make an impact, it's going to be hard to win a ball game. Name out some of those linemen over there on the defensive side to really help you pull through tonight.
Well, this is maybe the best defensive front that I've had at Kingston in the last several years. You know, Zion Ray, Turner Woodley, Luke Ruff, Jarrett Daugherty, Derek Hamilton. They're all do a great job, and I'm gonna tell you, man, my linebackers played phenomenal this year. You know, Blake Hester, who started every game last year for us. You know, he was just a pup last year. He was a sophomore. But wow, he's grown up this year, and he's our lead tackler right now, and just gets our defense lined up, gets all the signals, just does a great job, man. So our front seven is one of the best I've had since I've been at Kingston.
Wow, that says a lot, because you guys always have some great guys up front and around, you know, the linebacker area. So that speaks volumes on those guys. Shout out to those guys. Well, Coach, you know, if you can't control the pass, right, if they do get off, how well did your secondary do tonight?
Well, we did great, man. We had 3 interceptions.
Wow.
You know, Keaton Swicegood had 2 interceptions, and Joel Peterson, who's a freshman, he had a pick 6. And I told those guys coming in, you know, the key is tackling. You know, if they want to throw 5-yard hitches and short stuff, the key is you got to come up and tackle them. And at some point in time, they're going to make a mistake where they're going to overthrow somebody, a tip pass. So, you know, us playing really physical and being aggressive helped us have those turnovers.
Right, and I mentioned Cumberland County. I'm sorry about that. You guys play Scott County tonight. It was Rockwood who actually defended Cumberland County. I apologize on that. But
you're fine.
Yeah, but, you know, great showing. Those trips, Coach, you know, you take those long trips, it reminds me of being on an airplane and taking a long trip. When you get there, you have jet lag. What do you do to assure that your players don't have bus lag on those long trips?
Well, the first thing is, before the game, don't go eat. Basically, it's going to upset your stomach.
Uh-oh, you went in and out on me, Coach. You still there? Looks like you're at a bad spot. Looks like Coach.
Don't drink a lot of fluid. Because it's a tough bus ride, man. There's not an easy way to get to Scott County.
No, there's no easy way.
So, and luckily, I've made a trip up here several times, both as a player and as a coach. So we just try to tell them, man, be smart, because I've had some trips up here where we've had guys, throwing up and, got sick on the bus. And so this year we were fortunate to get everybody up here in one piece. Nobody got sick. It took us about a quarter or so to get ready to go, get ready to play. We were kind of shaking off the trip, but when we woke up, man, we was able to play some good football.
Man, that sounds good. Congratulations, you guys, and I'm glad that worked. Coach, a lot of teams now they're either playing on Thursday or they had a fall break, a bye week this week. Do you set your schedule, and do you try to set your schedule around a bye week during fall break?
The TWSAA told us to send in the week that you want off as a bye week. So we always try to send in the week of fall break, man, because these kids, I get it, man. They want to go, out of town with their parents and spend time with family, and I get that. And so it just happened to work out this year where, we're off next week, and we're also on fall break next week. So, I'll give these guys, give them a few days off, let them go be with their families and get away from football, and the coaches can get away from football and take some time, take some downtime, and do other things, and come back in about 12, 13 days and get ready to play Rockwood.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a good time to heal late in the season. What are we at, week 8 already in football? So,
yes, sir. We've got 2 regular season games left, which it's really flew by.
Yeah, and as it always does, but it does seem like a lot faster this year for some reason. I can't believe we're talking about we're in week 8. It seems like we just started. So you have your bye week. Who do you have following up?
Well, so when we come back after our bye week, we've got Rockwood. We usually play Rockwood early in the season, but the way they took over the region schedule, it just didn't work out. So me and Coach Webb had to put our heads together and figure out when to play. So, we're off next week. The week after, we've got Rockwood, and then we finish up with a big region game against Meigs County.
Absolutely, Coach. Those games there, big region game, of course, at the end versus Meigs County, that's going to help you prepare yourself into the playoffs, correct?
Yes, sir. I think we're already in the playoffs no matter what. At this point in time, I have no idea where we're going to be seated. It'd be nice to be able to get a home playoff game, and obviously first and second place is the only way you can do that. But I think if we went out, if we went to beat Meigs County, I think we would be the regional champs. I don't know how all that stuff plays out, because other teams, we still have a couple of district games left, but tonight definitely filled a playoff spot for us, and maybe we can heal up and get healthy, and come back and take care of business the last 2 games after fall break.
Absolutely. We're definitely rooting for you guys here. And good to hear your voice. Like I said, it's hard to get a hold of you. I know you're very busy. You work hard with the community and the school and those boys on the football field. Shout out to you and everything that you've done over the years and will continue to do out there in that community. You guys have a great program, always have, and it speaks volumes about your leadership, Coach.
Well, I appreciate it, man. It's I got to take my hats off to my coaches, the community, the kids. They support Kingston football. We have great turnouts on Friday nights, and so it's less about me and more about everything else. So I appreciate you saying that.
Absolutely, and it shows, Coach. Well, hey, enjoy this victory. Enjoy the fall break. Go ahead and get you some you time, some me time, and enjoy that with your family. And good luck moving forward to the rest of the season, Coach.
Well, I appreciate you, man, and you guys have a good weekend.
Thank you, dude. You do the same. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
See you.
Coach Brian Pankey over there at Kingston High School. Looks like I tried to pick up a line. Sorry about that. Kingston High School, Cherokee, and they take the victory. Looks like they've made their way into the playoffs. They have a chance to have a home game if they can knock off Mix County for the final week of football. One break for them, and we're also going to have a break here. Guys, you're tuned in. Make sure you tell everybody else to tune in. It's that time. We're here on the Friday Night Scoreboard, but give us a few minutes. We'll be right back.
Everywhere you look, you can find unexpected things that make you smile. Little reminders to care for your heart. At Covenant Health, we bring more heart to more places. That means more locations, advanced treatments, and expert physicians. Because we know your heart beats for more than just you. It beats for the people, moments, and dreams that matter most. More heart in more places for you. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
Hey, East Tennessee, ready to save big? It's all at Hammer's Dry Goods. For over 70 years, we've been your hometown store for famous brand men's and ladies' clothing at rock-bottom prices. Need rugged workwear? Sharp casual looks? Ladies' game day gear? We've got it all, and it's priced to move. And when you shop Hammer's, you keep your money local, supporting our schools, our students, and our community. Hammer's Dry Goods. Tradition, value, hometown pride, and savings you can feel. Get to Hammer's today.
Josh Anderson is a Republican who has fought for families across Anderson County throughout his adult life. Josh is a farmer, a husband, and a father. For 4 generations, his family has lived in Anderson County. A graduate of the University of Tennessee, Josh has served on the Anderson County Commission for 7 years and served as chairman for 3 years. Josh is a businessman who will put his experience to work for all of us. A supporter of term limits, Josh believes 2 terms as mayor is enough. Josh Anderson believes leadership starts with listening.
This week on Rivalry Friday, it's Grace at CAK. Coverage starts at 6:30 p.m. on the Knox.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results, 546-1111.
Upgrade your home with stunning natural gas appliances from Oak Ridge Utility District. Enjoy 0% financing with approved credit and turn your dream kitchen into a reality. Call today for a free estimate, get free delivery on all purchases, and enjoy handsome incentives on our appliances. Free delivery, 0% financing, and impressive incentives makes now the perfect time to switch to affordable, safe, and reliable natural gas. Don't wait. Choose Oak Ridge Utility District, your affordable energy choice. Call now or visit our website to get started.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Scoreboard, brought to you by the Free Medical Clinic. Last year, the Free Medical Clinic provided over 15,000 patient appointments and diagnosed with over $9 million in value of medical care for our communities. Thank you so much, Free Medical Clinic, for all that you do and all that you will continue to do. We got a special guest on the line. We're going to get right to it. Friday Night Scoreboard, it's DJ. Who we have on the line here?
Coach Cox here. How you doing, DJ?
The man, the myth, the legend. Cox, how you doing, sir?
On my way home from Sevier County with a win.
Yeah, I was out there, man. What a ball game. Oh, my goodness. And you know what I've said since Wednesday, Thursday, since I knew the game was coming? Whoever has the ball last will win this ball game. And sure enough, that's how it ended.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big win for Grace, and it's probably a good thing for Sevier County. I'd say when you've won 20-some games in a row and you lose a game like that, you probably get your kids' attention.
Yeah, I mean, the 21 games without a loss, 699 days without a loss, yeah, it's definitely going to be a wake-up call.
Yeah, and that's that. You coaches, you get that monkey off your back a little bit. You go back to work. Their region schedule is real friendly, so they'll get back to work. And I think they'll be perfectly fine. Quarterback's a heck of a football player.
Oh yeah.
Band 6 is a heck of a football player. I know they've got some linemen that have been hurt, for 2 or 3 weeks now. But all in all,
Big win for the Rams. I think you could say the same for Grace. If they hadn't lost those last two football games and hadn't played as good a competition as they had, they wouldn't have been ready to play that football game tonight.
Yeah, I agree. Those last couple games were tough, but you know what? The Price twins, they seem to put it together. You see a lot of impressive stuff. Jace Ballard, number 2, very impressive. J.V. Stinson, very impressive. The J.V. quarterback who's moved up to varsity starting now, running that team, is very impressive. But I don't know his name. He was a lineman on defense, and he was a crucial part of this ball game today. What's his name?
Is it Will Paisley or Will? Will Paisley. He's a sophomore lineman.
Yes.
Defensive lineman.
Yes.
Really good, really big. Heck of a football player. He dominated the line tonight on the defensive side. He's really, really good. He's coming off a shoulder surgery last year, and he's finally getting in a little bit of playing shape. He didn't do anything for like 6 months.
Wow.
Some of the plays he makes, his speed and athleticism to be that big is special. He's a power 4 football player.
Yeah. Yeah, so I met him over in the spring, and he wasn't dressed out at the time. But I was talking to Justin Price, and he said he didn't know for sure, but he thought he had a look from Ole Miss, I'm pretty sure he said.
Yeah, Arkansas offered him, they had a coaching change now, but that's, he has 3 or 4 power 4 football offers. He's just really good, really athletic, and he's finally coming into some kind of playing shape. So, it's good to see. But, man, like the guys that go unnoticed, like 22 that plays linebacker, I bet he had 12 to 15 tackles tonight. And the Caden Weber kid, he probably had another 10 or 12 tackles. Those 2 kids just got a good high school football players.
Yeah, indeed. Caden Weber's all over the place, both sides of the ball. I really enjoyed watching 42 tonight.
Yeah. And what's scary, and for a lot of people, what's good for the Grace kids is, you got 8th graders and 9th graders out there playing big minutes. So you had an 8th grader out there playing wide receiver tonight. I know he was in on 3 of the 5 touchdowns out there playing. So I think the future's bright. The sophomore quarterback's good. I think anytime Justin Price gets his hands on a quarterback, he's going to be good.
Yeah, indeed. And that 8th grader, I forgot his name. I didn't meet him. I seen him over there at the Webb vs. Grace middle school championship game. And that kid kept them in the game when you thought Grace was out of it. He brought him back, so I knew he was going to go up and get some valuable minutes. At the varsity level, he's an athlete.
Yeah, Braylon Mathis, great athlete, good kid, and so that's good. What else happened tonight? Did Kingston end up winning?
Kingston got a victory over Scott County. It pushed them into the playoffs. If they beat Meigs County week 11, they got a bye week next week. They may have a home game. So with the new playoff format, nobody really knows what's going to happen, who, what, when, where. But I just talked to Panky, and they did win. And I think Rockwood played tonight as well. Coach Webb got a victory over Cumberland County. A very easy victory is what the score looked like. I want to say 28-0. 35-0, sorry.
So, DJ, let me ask you this. I try to keep up with it because the Coalfield, Oliver Springs, all that stuff just kind of, I think it's cool, the smaller town football. Did Oliver Springs, is that a big upset of them losing last night, or was that expected?
From Midway, it definitely was expected. Coach Treadway has a great squad. When they was in Little League, they was winning. So he has the athletes to do it, but it was definitely unexpected for your normal football fan. They have not lost to Midway since 2016, and that was the Bobcats' first regional loss.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that kind of caught me off guard. I knew they got down too, and to sit and recover. But Jet looks like he's having a great year, so that's cool to see. I know his pops has to be happy.
Yeah, man. Actually, he just sent me something that he has been looked at as the TSSAA Class 1A nominee for Mr. Football. So that'll be exciting if he does get nominated to be a part of that.
Yeah, well, any other surprises tonight? Anything going on? I was calling to check in on you all as I was driving home and see how things were going.
I think the surprise of the night is that how the Price twins went over the Sevier County and knocked off a 699 no-loss win team tonight, 21 victories straight. I think that's the talk of the night, and shout out to Grace, and because they have great athletes, and you just mentioned they have 8th graders out there getting varsity time. They're very young. They have a bright future. That defensive line is amazing. I mean, they really all stepped up on both sides of the ball. It was a phenomenal game to watch. I'm glad it was on TV.
Yeah, absolutely, great night. And hey, I'll let you go, but real quick. My dad's been coaching high school golf since 1999, and he won his state championship today up at Sevierville Golf Course. He coaches for First Baptist Academy there in Powell, and they won a state championship. So been a good day for our family. My son got to, be a part of that win tonight, and my dad won a state championship, so it's been a good day for my son and my pop. So it's a cool day, and I wanted to just give my dad a shout-out for winning the state championship.
Absolutely. Shout-out to Cox's dad and FBA for winning a golf state championship tonight. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. So it's that don't happen every day. So I told him, I said that one will be fun to celebrate for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll celebrate with you. Just let me know when and where.
There you go, baby. All right, y'all be good, and thanks for doing what you do for high school sports, buddy.
Absolutely. You as well. Thank you.
All right. See you, man. Have a good night.
You too. Thanks. Jonathan Cox called in. Jonathan Cox, former host here. Hopefully we'll see him before the season's over. Looks like we have, 3 regular season games left before the high school football regular season is over. Isn't that crazy? We're almost to the playoffs already, and it seems like the season just got started. Wow. We had a phone call, but it looks like they're gone. Do we know who that was? I'm sorry? Coach John Webb had called in. We're going to take a small commercial break. Give him a call back. When we get back, we're going to talk to Coach John Webb about his victory tonight against Cumberland County. Rockwood is doing their thing. Shout out to Rockwood. We'll be right back.
This week on Rivalry Friday, it's Grace at CAK. Coverage starts at 6:30 p.m. on the Knox.
The Free Medical Clinic provides primary care at no cost to the working poor. Every day, thousands of families live in fear, afraid to get sick or injured because they have no insurance and low income. But FMC removes that fear. We help people get back to work, back to school, and back on their feet, keeping our families healthy and our economy moving forward.
Especially for our rural and minority neighbors.
With a full suite of services, top-tier medical professionals, FMC is redefining what healthcare looks like for the underserved.
For more information, go to fmcor.org.
Hi, I'm Rick Scarborough, State Representative. Friday nights are special in Anderson County. Football under the lights, warm weather, cool nights, and some intense rivalries. I want to congratulate the student athletes, the cheerleaders, the band, the teachers, the coaches. You've worked incredibly hard. Go out there, compete hard, and enjoy it. There's nothing like high school football.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Scoreboard, brought to you by the Free Medical Clinic. This year, Free Medical Clinic launched its mental health division. Listen now. Taking steps to address opioid crisis, substance use disorders, and depression in our communities. A big shout out to the Rona and Anderson County commissioners for helping with the funding to get it all started. The Free Medical Clinic has your back. Roane, Anderson, Morgan counties. If you're underinsured, if you have no insurance, you won't get a bill. So the Free Medical Clinic is who you should reach out to. They are here to help our communities thrive and stay healthy. Thank you, Free Medical Clinic. And as I promised, we got Coach Webb on the phone. An amazing victory for Coach Webb and those Tigers against Cumberland County tonight. Coach Webb, welcome to the show.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Congratulations on another victory, and it's always good to hear your voice. Normally when I hear your voice is because you took down somebody on the gridiron. How did you prepare for this night?
Well, we've, this football team's been working hard all year long, and, they've just continued to grind, and, just hopefully we're getting a little bit better as the year goes on.
Yeah, indeed, and it shows. You guys have grit and grind. Those guys up front work really well. Your senior center, he's doing very well. Looks like he may even be getting some looks at the college level. You have your quarterback back ready to go. You have some tremendous athletes that can get the ball and make something happen at any point in the game. Let's talk about those trenches. Who really secured things for you tonight on the offensive side of the ball?
Well, just really all of them, all them offensive linemen. 4 out of our 5 starters are seniors, and they played a lot of football for us. And, we've got a couple of experienced running backs, and our quarterback is, doing a really good job right now, throwing the football. We're able to, add that dimension to our game, and it's really paid off here lately.
Yeah, and it shows, Coach. And on the defensive side of the ball, if you can't stop the run, you can't stop the pass, obviously it's going to be hard for you to win a ball game. What do those guys in the trenches look like tonight, and how do they help secure this victory?
Well, they played well. We did a good job against the run, and, we made them throw the football a little bit tonight. And, we did a really good job back in the secondary, and I think we had 5 interceptions. That's almost unheard of. And, even one of our big defensive linemen, read a screen and was able to pick it off, and, that's a tribute to him, paying attention in practice and, doing what he's supposed to do. So it really worked out well for us.
So I assume film work is actually locking into your players, and they're translating that over into a real ball game.
Well, it is, and that's that's a big part of our game. We try to watch a lot of film. We get the kids to watch a lot of film on their own, and they're doing a good job of studying, and that's what it's all about right now.
Indeed, Coach. Your playoffs opportunities. Where are you at with that?
Well, right now we're sitting here, needing to win a ball game, and we can finish either second or fourth right now, and it depends on how we finish up the season. So it's one of these things that we're not in yet, and it's got to happen. It'll probably come down to these next 2 weeks to find out what we're going to be at, either 2 or 4.
So most people are taking their bye weeks, during fall break. Is it the same for you? Do you have a week off next week?
Yes, we sure do, yes.
Yeah, and I assume you guys will take some rest, let everybody heal up, recoup, and come back, or will you have some practice in between?
We're going to practice. Our kids understand it, and they know it. I'm hoping that, they all show up. I really am, but it's very important. We just can't take a week off, and, we're not that good. And they know we need to go out there, and we won't kill them next week, but we're going to try to do enough to stay sharp.
Yeah, absolutely. As I know you do a great job out there, you and your coaching staff. You've always played great, and the community's out there always supporting, great fan base behind you. Coach, you're taking a week off, your practice, but next week, after your fall break and your bye week, who do you have your next 2 weeks?
Well, we got a big one. We got Kingston coming to town, the week after next, and then, we'll finish up at, with Greenback. So we're back home. We've been on the road for a while now, so we get to finish up at home the last couple of weeks.
Well, that's good. That's good. Good support out there. That's really good. And obviously going into these games, a lot of film study, and to keep them sharp by having practice through fall break is something that you guys are aiming to do and take these victories down. Coach, what do you do to prepare for a huge rivalry like a Kingston game?
Well, it's one of these things it shouldn't be mentioned, and I'm sure Coach Pankey's not having to motivate his football team either. And, being a big county rivalry like this, and, they've had our number over the last several years. It's been really good competitive football games. We just have been having trouble, beating that bunch. And, no excuses. It's all on us. We just got to get that mindset and be able to go out here and play 4 quarters against a very good football team. And, hopefully, we'll be able to do some things and, hopefully give ourselves a chance, in that ball game.
Coach Pankey, I talked to him earlier today. He said he's definitely going to take off, give the guys a break, give the coaches a break, maybe a 10, 12-day break for those guys. I guess to heal up and be prepared. Do you think that's going to be effective in a good or bad way for them?
I'm not going to speak for him. I'm not going to. I'm going to, just coach my football team, and I feel like that's what we need to do is we're going to come in, we'll practice. I'll give them 2 long weekends, so we'll come in and practice Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and, do what we need to do. And, hopefully I'm doing the right thing. Again, I just don't know if we can take those days off. And, again, it's going to be light practices, and but we're still going to get out there and run around, and we're not going to sit around and not do nothing. I just can't do that. People know me, know we got to be at practice. So hopefully, we'll be able to do that and heal them up along the way and get a little rest and be ready to go.
Well, keep those guys sharp, Coach. I appreciate you calling in. Again, congratulations on that victory today. Best wishes for your chances off in the playoff. Let's end on second place. I think that'll be good for you. I think with the playoff changing this year, it's going to be a little different. So that means you may have to travel at fourth place. To a farther place or second or fourth place, you have to travel. You don't get that home game. Is that correct?
Yeah, if we have to travel, we'll, but that's okay. We're trying to get to the playoffs, and whatever happens there happens. We'll feed them good, and we'll take a really nice bus, and we won't worry about the travel. We'll get up there and we'll prepare and get ready to play. So whoever it is, we have to play.
Well, I know you'll do a great job, Coach. Again, congratulations on your win. Enjoy your fall break and keep those guys sharp, and hope to speak to you again around this time next Friday.
All right, sounds good. I appreciate you, all.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, thank you now. Bye-bye.
Coach John Webb over there at Rockwood Tigers knocked down Cumberland County tonight, and wow, what a feat. Hey, we talked about those bands. Every game, every Rivalry Thursday game, every Rivalry Friday game, as marketing director at OEB Law, I make my way over to the bands, and I talk to the bands, and I say, hey, you guys are a part of this. We want you to get signed up. Make sure you get the whole community involved. Look at that. There it is. Vote for your band. You can take your phone out right now, scan that link. You have an opportunity to vote for your favorite band. All those teams listed are on that voting link there. It's going to rock the rink. This is the Battle of the Bands for the Ice Bears, and it's going to be on December the 4th. Voting will end November the 14th to give them 2 weeks to prepare for this wonderful opportunity. But go ahead, get your phones out right now. Get your phones out. Get off Facebook if you're already on your phone or whatever social media you're on. Scan that link. Leave that up just for one more second, CJ. Give those folks at home time to scan that link. Scan that link. And I will tell you, if you don't see your team on there, there's an option to put other and pencil your school in and share it with your whole community. I don't mind to break the rules a little bit, but the best teams are going to win, and that's the ones with the most votes. So if they're not on there, go ahead and do it. But I will tell you how we came up with the names. Everyone that's on the Rivalry Thursday and or Rivalry Friday broadcast, those are the teams listed. With OEB Law's partnership with the Rivalry Thursday brand, we decided to slim it down and make those teams as one to vote. However, Corn is not on there, but they have almost as many votes as anybody. So you can pencil your band in. Share it with your community. I don't mind to bend the rules a little bit if your team is not on there. Just put it on there. I will see it. You can hit other, put in your team name, and I'll go on there and I'll tally those up when it comes down to the end. Hey, go ahead, guys. Scan that barcode right now. It is the Battle of the Band. They're going to rock the rink with our professional, in our backyard, professional ice hockey team, the Knoxville Ice Bears. That is going to be on December the 4th. Mark your calendars. That is going to be not only a good opportunity for the bands, but a good opportunity for you to come out to see the bands. Everybody talks about football and the quarterbacks and the running backs and the wide receivers, right, and the coaches. What about the band? The bands keep the games hype. They keep it rolling. You have an opportunity to bring in your band, right, by voting. Go ahead and scan the link, vote right now, and hopefully we'll see you guys December the 4th at the Knoxville Ice Bears Arena. So that should be exciting. Thank you for sharing that, CJ. And look at this. This is absolutely the play of the year for many years. You won't see anything like it. You've never seen anything like it. This was a pass thrown to the wide receiver, Hedrick, from Cooper there, Cooper Newman. He's going to come up just a moment. Stay patient with us. It's going to pull up. CJ's working on it to get it started right. But Cooper Newman makes this pass out to Hedrick. Hedrick catches the ball, misses the ball, kicks the ball, and catches the ball. There goes the pass. Caught. No, he kicks the ball with his foot right into his hand, goes all the way down to the 1 yard line. You see the smile on his face, like, look at that. Nothing has ever happened in football history like that. This is a top 10 ESPN play. I tagged them on Exogen Sports on Facebook, hoping that they did. Maybe you can go to the Rivalry Thursday page and share it and tag ESPN. This is a top 10, top 5. This is number 1. Look at that. Boom. That's never happened before in the history of football. He misses the ball. He intentionally kicks the ball up to himself and catches the ball from a kick on the run. How about science? How about physics on that? Because as fast as he was running and he kicked the ball up, that energy and that force was going as fast as he was able to secure that ball after kicking it into his hand and getting down to the first, to about the 1 yard line. Big play for Sevier County. They went in, like I'm pretty sure the very next play, Cooper Newman, quarterback, went in and scored the touchdown. Don't remember what the score was at that time, but it didn't matter. That is the play of the year for every level of football, from Little League all the way to the NFL. There's nothing been done like that. Shout out to Hedrick for catching that ball over there at the Smoky Bear Stadium. Ty Loveday and those guys on the sideline was going crazy. Everyone was in awe. It was a gasp, and anybody that was watching it couldn't wait to see the replay. Did that just really happen? That really just happened live on TV. Newman throws the ball, and Daggum Hedrick kicks the ball and catches the ball, almost scores a touchdown, brought down on the 1 yard line. But what an amazing play. What an amazing heads-up play to say, oh, no, I'm going to miss this ball. I can't let anybody else catch it. Kick the ball. The ball comes right back over his shoulder. We're talking about science and physics now, because the ball is traveling as fast as he was, right? When he's moving, he kicked it. It's traveling that fast, lands right into where he wants it, catches the ball, secures the ball, brought down on the 1 yard line. Nothing better you will see in football. They did take a L, but that should still make ESPN's top highlights, and I sure hope, guys, help out. Go to Rivalry Thursday Facebook page and share that. And share that. I'm pretty sure they're on X, Instagram. Make sure that you tag ESPN on that. That was a phenomenal play, heads-up play, and it just took the air out of everybody in the stadium on both the visiting and the home side. It was just a phenomenal play. It was great. I haven't seen anything like it. You haven't seen anything like it. and that was good. CJ, thanks for that. Guys, don't forget to go vote for your band. We got to take another small commercial break. But you hang tight. We got some more high school football to talk about. We'll be right back.
Bring the whole family together at the free medical clinic Holiday Ice Rink at Roane State Community College, Harriman Campus, all of November. Glide on synthetic ice with family and friends, or go skating for the first time and create joyful memories for all ages. Leading up to the Roane State Christmas tree lighting on November 17th, where everyone skates for free.
See you on the ice. Bye.
For more information, go to fmcor.org, fmcor.org.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
This week on Rivalry Friday, it's Grace at CAK. Coverage starts at 6:30 p.m. on the Knox.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We built our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Scoreboard, brought to you by the Free Medical Clinic. You should go to fmcor.org right now and learn more information. If you need any care, you need to go there to get started. That's fmcor.org for the Free Medical Clinic, and we want to thank the Free Medical Clinic for all they do. Right here, right now, on the phone, I have Coach Justin Price, one of the Price twins, head coach of Grace Christian Academy, on the line with the victory over Sevier County at the Smoky Bear Stadium. Coach Price, congratulations on the victory.
Man, I appreciate it. Just a big night for us. Obviously, Sevier County is just a phenomenal program. They're well coached, got some high-level kids, and you know, I know they were on a 21-game winning streak, but you know, our kids they're so resilient. We faced some adversity this season, but I felt like tonight we just made the plays that we needed to pull off just a monumental win for our program.
Monumental is the word of the day. It definitely was a great game. Anybody that was there had a great game, win or lose. Anybody that watched the game couldn't cut it off because how great you guys made that game. Phenomenal feat for you guys. 699 days. They have not lost a game. They could not make it to 700. You closed that. How does that feel for your community?
Man, just a huge win for us. I think, as you're building a program, you want to win a game against a program like Sevier County. You want to play them first to see where you're at, and to come away with a win. I think it just speaks to our just the vision of our leadership at Grace and the players, how much they've invested, and our coaching staff, and so it's a night. I think I think people know about Grace. I think it's just really a night for us to showcase just really who we are and just how well of a program that we have.
Well, you're definitely right about that. Anybody that don't know about Grace, they know now. With a televised game like that in my Facebook post, I think everybody is aware that Grace is ready to go, Coach. You do a great job, you and your coaches over there preparing those guys. How do you come in to prepare for a game, traveling up the road to Sevier County, playing against the former 5A state championship Smoky Bears?
Well, I think, you try to prepare for every team about the same. You got to worry about yourself. And what did we learn after with the Boyd game? How do we respond from, losing to Coach Rankin down there in a game that we felt like we had a shot? And, but then you shift to what are some weaknesses that Sevier County has? What are some strengths? And, obviously their quarterback's high level. They got some really talented kids around him and a big line. And, so I think tonight was just two really good teams going at it. Both teams made some great plays. Both teams made some mistakes that we'll learn from. Just at the end of the night, we got 2 more points than they did.
Well, I tell you what, Coach, we talked prior to coming back on the air about your sophomore stud down there in the trenches on the defensive side, Will Paisley. Coach, give me a little bit of insight on how he performs at practice.
Will, man, he's got, his ceiling's so high, man. He's a phenomenal talent. He's very athletic to be so big. I mean, he's a big kid, but he's athletic. He can move. I think he was playing receiver just a few years ago, and I think Will is. He's still just a sophomore, but man, he made some plays tonight that definitely need to be on his highlight film.
Yeah, absolutely. The coaches want to see that, and I know you guys will help him put that together because he did have a great game. I think he helped you guys out. The whole team did well. I'm not excluding anyone. It takes 11 guys on both sides of the ball game. But he was in the backfield, fast, strong, with some grit. So I know you're proud of him. Coach, also, you had a MVP of the game. I think that's the exterior home 6-star MVP, Jace Ballard. I tell everybody about the transfer portal, and I've been saying since before this season started, when I seen you guys playing flag football or 7-versus-7 over there in Powell in the spring or the summer, whenever that was, that the best transfer that it came through the portal in high school is Jace Ballard. How'd you pull that off, Coach?
Well, number one, Jace is a phenomenal kid. I mean, he came to Grace and just fit who we are. The players, just connected with him so quickly. And then obviously he's just an elite talent. His acceleration is about as good as anybody I've ever seen. And, his ball skills are great. I mean, if the ball's around him, he's usually going to come down with it. But then tonight, which we've seen it before, but just the power he can run the football with, too. He's not very big, and obviously everybody knows his speed, but the way he was able to run it between the tackles and break the tackles, make things happen is phenomenal.
Yeah, very slippery, wiggly guy getting through those trenches, man, and making a lot of things happen for you guys. And then on the flip side, you got a JV quarterback who's moved up to the varsity level, starting and commanding control of that offense. What do you have to say about your quarterback?
Cooper's he's doing a phenomenal job for us. I mean, obviously, he was put in a tough spot to, he's playing JV, early in the year. When Trayson got hurt, he stepped in, and we protected him a little bit with some play calls. But, we felt like tonight and even the last couple of games, we just continued to loosen up and let him go play. And, man, he made some big throws tonight. He had a scramble on a third down to get a huge first down to eat some clock up. And,
yes.
Cooper's he's got some moxie about him. He's a confident kid, and he's just one that's going to keep getting better, and just proud of the way he's stepped into this role.
Yeah, exactly, Coach. And I remember coming over there in the springtime. He was the quarterback that you had out there as your ones at the time because your other quarterback wasn't there. I don't know what the reason was. But he looked good then, and he looks even better now. As you can tell, it's been said by Jonathan Cox that any quarterback that the Price twins get their hands on is going to wind up being good. And it looked like this has happened. And I tell you what, J.V. Stinson, over 1,000 yards already. You guys have 3 more weeks of ball games to go. Have you had your bye week already?
Yeah, our bye week was week 1, so we had to play 10 straight.
10 straight. So you got 2 more ball games left.
We got 3
more ball games left. 3 more ball games left. And JV has already pushed over 1,000 yards in rushing. Freshman that stepped up in place of the injured Terrion Thomas, his brother. What do you have to say about that young man?
Man, it's just incredible. I mean, he had plenty of runs tonight, but one on the goal line, the linebacker coming and got him about the 3-yard line, and JV just spins off of him and just basically just runs through the tackle. As an 8th grader, man, he runs. I've been saying he just runs so motivated. I mean, JV is a special talent. He's a freshman, and he's out there number 1 team in 5A, just getting hard runs. I mean, I feel like at the one thing just proud of him and our offensive line. I feel like in the 4th quarter, I know they're a bigger school than us, but I just felt like we were, late in that game, we were getting the push on those runs, and just how powerful JV is, and just the work ethic he put. If you ever watch JV practice, you won't be surprised in how he plays. I mean, every time he touches the ball in practice, it's as hard as he can go.
Wow, you get that? That's called leadership. When your best players are working the hardest, that's called leadership. But it's also called a culture that starts at the top with you guys. You're building a great culture out there, and everybody's buying in. And you guys have really really struck the world tonight by knocking off Sevier County. Again, I've been saying it since Thursday. My boss, Tim Elrod at OEB Law, has been saying it since Wednesday or Thursday. Whoever has that ball last is going to win that ball game. We knew you guys could put something together and go out there and compete against Sevier County. And Sevier County has always had the football guys with them when it comes down to the final, but it looks like you guys took their luck and struck it out to take that victory, Coach. Congratulations on the victory.
Man, I appreciate you having us on, and go Rams.
Absolutely. Go Rams, Coach. Hope to talk to you next week.
See you, man.
All right. Coach Justin Price over there at Grace Christian Academy knocks down Sevier County for the victory, 33-31, and knocked off the 21 winning game streak that Sevier County had. We have someone on the line. Let's see, who do we have? Thanks for calling in to the Friday Night Scoreboard. Who do we have on the line?
You got Nick Walker here. How you doing? Thanks for having me on.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad, not too bad. Just finishing up a hard day's work.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Mr. Nick Walker, I know you are highly motivated day one fan of the Oak Ridge Wildcats. Oak Ridge Wildcats have moved up into 6A and thus far has 0 losses, has taken down the teams that everybody thought was going to give them fits. They haven't given up a lot of points. They got a bye week this week, couple more ball games, Hardin Valley, Farragut, and then they will end with Maryville. What do you think the record is going into playing Maryville?
I think that they'll still be undefeated, personally, because I think they take it personal, thinking that they can't play above where they're at, or that some of the games should have not been won. Yeah, they haven't been pretty, but that's when you take it upon yourself to make sure that when you come into Maryville, you're at the top of your game.
And Oak Ridge has scrimmaged Maryville the past 3 years prior to moving up, and they competed well in those scrimmages. They didn't win. It was like a barely loss each time they played them, but they have competed at a very high level every time they played Maryville. And Maryville, we already know about their history and their rich tradition that they carry over there in Maryville. Do you feel like Oak Ridge can go out 10-0 to get ready for the playoffs?
I believe they can, but it's not what I believe, it's what they believe. We've always competed against Maryville, and that's always been a good checkpoint and check mark. Now that it's actually on the schedule, all the years and everything, you got to show up and show out.
Yeah, you got to show up and show out. And those guys are doing well. I don't know how bad the injury is to Will Presley, who went down with a shoulder injury. His last game, he didn't play the last game they played, but the game before that, Mill Porter went down with a knee issue. Hopefully it's just a bruised knee. But I've been saying since day one, Oak Ridge High School has star power on both sides of the ball at each level, where someone is even probably getting looked at the collegiate level to go play and continue their student and football career at the collegiate level. Do you have a favorite player this year for the Wildcats?
I like them all. I'm not going to just single nobody out. I like the young tykes on the outside, like the receivers, running backs. You got some dogs up front. You got some linebackers that like to straight cover and, stay all over everybody. So I like it all.
Yeah, indeed. I like both sides of the ball. And like I said, every level there's star power at every level. Offensive line, there's star power. Defensive line, there's star power. The quarterback, star power. Wide receivers, running back, linebacker, secondary. There's star power all over the field. And I look forward to that Maryville versus Oak Ridge game. I'm a Wildcat for life, like everybody knows, and I'm rooting, hoping that they win. But I truly believe with a healthy Oak Ridge going into Maryville, they can compete very well against them and potentially knock Maryville off at their home field.
I agree with you 100%. Next man up, got to show up. You got to do your job, clock in, and be there.
Yeah, and speaking of next man up, Zayden Williams has stepped up in place of Will Presley. Zayden Williams, a sophomore, who is showing to be a phenomenal athlete. Now he's playing both sides of the ball, getting reps on both sides of the ball equally because he's taking over on Will, and he's had an amazing defensive feat over there at cornerback, get interceptions, tackles, doing all the things that he needs. And then your backup running back, Wayne Gibson, has proven that he can also run the football and make some things happen on the ground for Oak Ridge Wildcats.
I agree. Hey, sometimes when it's your time, you got to get in there. Getting more reps on both sides of the ball probably slowed the game down for him a little bit. And then with Wayne getting in there, he's getting way more reps as well, so he's feeling confident, ready to go, nose down. So, you just got to keep going and rolling with what you got.
Yeah, and Gibson had over 100 yards rushing last week to add on to that. So he came in and definitely kept the running game to something to be worried about, even with a superstar junior running back, Mill Porter.
Yeah. Hey, it's gonna be a show. That's all I know.
Absolutely. Well, hey, do you want to give a shout out to anybody while we're on the line?
I want to give a shout out to my daughter, Ayana. Tell her I love her. This is her senior year. I hope she does well wherever she goes. And shout out to my mom and all the Wildcats out there.
Absolutely. Well, let me ask you one more thing before you get off here. What happens when you mix an elephant with a rhino?
I don't know. What do you get?
Elefano.
Hey, that's good to hear. I'm using that one.
Elefano. I don't know what happens when you mix an elephant with a rhino.
You definitely got the funny bone in you, huh?
I got one more for you. Knock, knock.
Let's hear it.
Knock.
Who's there?
Ella.
Ella who?
Elefano. Mr. Walker, thank you for taking the time to call in to the Friday Night Scoreboard, brought to you by the Free Medical Clinic. Man, you have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy it, and shout out to your family, man. Much love.
All right, thank you for having me. Shout out to your family and everybody out there. Be blessed and stay safe.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, what about that? Elefano, what about that, Joe? Go ahead and use it when you go back to work Monday. I hope you're enjoying your fall break. Roane County seems like they're going to be on fall break next week, and we have to take a small commercial break right now, but you hang tight. We got a little bit more show left. We'll be right back.
Cooler weather brings autumn-colored leaves and football time in Tennessee. Warm up with natural gas heat or enjoy the year-round comfort of natural gas water heaters, ranges, and clothes dryers. More affordable and reliable, natural gas keeps your home cozy while increasing its value. Whether you're a new home builder or a homeowner wanting an upgrade, consider all the benefits natural gas offers. Call us today or visit us online to learn more. Oak Ridge Utility District, your hometown natural gas provider.
The Free Medical Clinic provides primary care at no cost to the working poor. Every day, thousands of families live in fear, afraid to get sick or injured because they have no insurance and low income. But FMC removes that fear. We help people get back to work, back to school, and back on their feet, keeping our families healthy and our economy moving forward.
Especially for our rural and minority neighbors.
With a full suite of services, top-tier medical professionals, FMC is redefining what healthcare looks like for the underserved.
For more information, go to fmcor.org.
Everywhere you look, you can find unexpected things that make you smile. Little reminders to care for your heart. At Covenant Health, we bring more heart to more places. That means more locations, advanced treatments, and expert physicians. Because we know your heart beats for more than just you. It beats for the people, moments, and dreams that matter most. More heart in more places for you. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
This week on Rivalry Friday, it's Grace at CAK. Coverage starts at 6:30 p.m. on the Knox.
East Tennessee, ready to save big? It's all at Hammers Dry Goods. For over 70 years, we've been your hometown store for famous brand men's and ladies' clothing at rock-bottom prices. Need rugged workwear? Sharp casual looks? Ladies' game day gear? We've got it all, and it's priced to move. And when you shop Hammers, you keep your money local, supporting our schools, our students, and our community. Hammers Dry Goods. Tradition, value, hometown pride, and savings you can feel. Get to Hammers today.
Josh Anderson is a Republican who has fought for families across Anderson County throughout his adult life. Josh is a farmer, a husband, and a father. For 4 generations, his family has lived in Anderson County. A graduate of the University of Tennessee, Josh has served on the Anderson County Commission for 7 years and served as chairman for 3 years. Josh is a businessman who will put his experience to work for all of us. A supporter of term limits, Josh believes 2 terms as mayor is enough. Josh Anderson believes leadership starts with listening.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Scoreboard, brought to you by the Free Medical Clinic. Did you know that you can volunteer for the Free Medical Clinic? Not just medical, but there are many non-medical roles and work from home. And you can get that information if you go to fmcor.org. That's fmcor.org. So if you want to be a volunteer and help the amazing things that they do, like I mentioned earlier in the show, over 15,000 patients received over $9 million of treatment for our communities, Anderson, Morgan, and Rome County. So Free Medical Clinic, if you want to be a volunteer, if you want to help get back to our community, help make our communities more healthy and wealthier, make sure you go to fmcor.org. That's fmcor.org and find out how you can be a volunteer. Looks like we have another caller on the line, so let's see who we have. Thank you for calling in to the Friday Night Scoreboard. Who do we have on the line? Friday Night Scoreboard. We have somebody on the line?
We got Danny Witt. What's up?
Mr. Danny Witt, the man, the myth, the legend. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm great, man. Just on here talking a little bit of high school football. A lot of teams had a fall break this week. Some teams still played. Who is your favorite high school football team?
I can't give you just one. Can I give you 3?
I'll take 3.
Okay, I got to go with Clinton Dragons.
Of course, it's the wit in you.
Thank you. And, of course, the Oak Ridge Wildcats.
Roll Wildcats, roll.
Spent too many years at the Boys and Girls Club. And I got Catholic growing on me.
Catholic.
One of my nephews is one of the head coaches at the middle school at Catholic. So Catholic is growing on me. So that's my top 3.
I love it, and those are all good top 3. And the great thing about that, I have players on each one of those teams that I've coached at a young age, whether it's basketball or football. So I'm a fan of all 3 of those as well. Obviously, Oak Ridge High School graduate, more players on that team, and Oliver Springs. I don't know which one I have more players on that I've coached, but big fan of those guys as well. And that's a great thing. I don't coach anymore. I'm able to root for everybody. Like, I don't have to pick somebody. I'm going for everybody, and that's why I love the television show I have every Wednesday, Exigent Sports. So football, Clinton is not having the best season this year. Coaching change. I think they're going to get things together here in the next few years if the Clinton base can have faith in their coach, Jake Dawson. What advice would you give Coach Jake Dawson and Clinton Dragons right now?
I mean, just to be honest, like, I would tell him just to really lock in the local players, but at the same time, and I don't want to be that person to say this, but with the NIL, I mean, do what you have to do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because it is a business. Do what you have to do.
Because there's we all know there's other teams out there that are taking advantage of the NIL deals, and they're making sure their players are taken care of. So let's flip the switch there. Since you brought up NIL, let's just flip the switch. high school football players can legally be paid to play at a school. Well, they're not they're not getting paid to play. They're getting paid off their name, image, likeness. What is your thoughts about that, and what's going on, and how's the future of high school football shaping up?
Give you my 100% opinion.
Please.
I don't like it. I think you play where you were born, where you were brought up at, and that's just tradition. And then you bring in the business. Anytime you bring in the business, that's going to make it a little choppy. But I don't know. I mean, it's just 50-50. But me personally, play where you were brought up at, where you live, and all the NIL, all that just brings up is money. And when you got money, yeah, of course you're going to get the best players. So does that make you the best team? Does that make you the best school? Does that make, like, it just really waters the game down, to be honest with you.
I mean, what I'm hearing from you is the rich is getting richer. Is that how you would put it?
That's exactly how I'd put it. The rich gets richer because if you have the money, you're going to have the players. Now, I remember back in the 80s, 90s, you had the Scotties, you had the Sean Bohannons, you had the Suge, you had Adrian Porters, you had now if you gave them money, they would go somewhere else outside of where they were born and raised. I mean, that waters everything down.
Yeah, and it's going to get tougher, especially for the smaller schools, right? So if you got a stud over there sitting in Oliver Springs, and you're maybe looking to go somewhere else, and you find out that you can potentially get paid or have housing or anything to go somewhere else and play, it makes it harder for those young, smaller schools that probably won't do NIL deals and just play their community players. It's going to make it hard in the near future. It's wide open. It's broad daylight. It's not being hidden. We know players are getting paid, so I think it's definitely going to take effect on the smaller schools or the ones that are just not going to follow the trend of the NIL.
Yeah, and that's true. And, like, I'm going to play off of what you just said. Like, you got a player like Jackson Jett out of Oliver Springs, Tennessee.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know about Oliver Springs, but that boy played running back. He played the inside. He played a slot. He played everything.
Yes.
Played everything.
Yes.
Now, he deserves NIL money. The way that he plays, the way that he put up numbers every week, the way he grinds.
Yes.
So, but he stays at home, and he does what he does for his home. So, that's where the lines get blurred.
Yeah. And I mentioned Jackson Jett last week and probably the week before. You know, you take a Jackson Jett and put him at Catholic, where they have nutritionist programs, right? Where they have the weight training program that combines with your nutritionist program, and you have a head coach that has a button he can push and it sends off his film over to 500 colleges. I think the kid is highly recruited at Catholic. Whether he gets NIL money or not, I think he's highly recruited already, multiple offers, and he plays at a higher level there than what he's playing at Oliver Springs. I truly believe that.
Yes, of course. Yes, because he will have those resources. So he'll have those resources, the extra film work, the extra, just the work. Like he will have that. When you got that money behind you, yeah, the productivity is going to be there. But he got that from homegrown.
Yeah, absolutely.
He got that from homegrown. So
absolutely,
I trust him more than I would trust somebody, you know what I mean, that got the NIL deal.
Absolutely.
Had to work for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And he's been that kid since he was little bitty. I've been blessed to coach Jackson in both basketball and football. And when the game was on the line, it was a 90% chance, whether it was basketball or football, that I was putting that ball in that kid's hand for us to go win the ball game. And it was a 90% chance with the ball in that boy's hand, we won the ball game. Oh, man. Well, Mr. Danny Witt, man, I appreciate you calling in tonight. It means so much to us here at the Friday Night Scoreboard and the folks out there to get different opinions, different views, you know, from outside looking in. And that's what you gave us tonight. Do you have anyone who you want to give a shout-out to?
I mean, for one, I want to give a shout-out to you for just letting me be a part of what you got going on, and I appreciate what you got going on, and I love it. I love it every day. And please keep on doing what you're doing. And like I said, I give a shout out to all the kids, everybody doing what they're doing. You got the Malik Howards, you got everybody around, the Bryson Maddox.
Yes.
You got everybody around. But I want to give a shout out to you and thank you for you.
Man, I appreciate that. And while I got you on the line, I know you have your own business. Tell me a little bit about your business.
I mean, yeah, it's Hand in Hand Home Healthcare Incorporated, and we take care of people that can't take care of themselves.
Awesome. And if someone need to get in touch with you, for those who can't take care of themselves or have family members who can't give them the support that they need immediately, like throughout the day, how can they get in touch with you?
Yes, you can either call 865-272-5410, or you can email me personally at hr@handndhhc.com. So that's handinhand.com.
There it is, folks. If you have anybody out there that needs some medical attention throughout the day, can help themselves, take care of themselves, Mr. Danny Witt and his family has a wonderful business that will help you to get over those. So reach out. You got the phone number, you have the email address where you can contact, and then work that out. Let them know Coach DJ sent you, okay? All right, Mr. Danny Witt, I appreciate the call. Looks like we have another caller on about 4 minutes. We're going to shut the show down. But you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you enjoyed your fall break.
Thank you, brother. Love you.
Love you, too. Thank you. Mr. Danny Witt, Oak Ridge Boys Club. He was there for a long time. I actually went to Oak Ridge schools at one time, but a graduate from Clinton High School. Huge family tradition of the Witts out there at Clinton High School, and as he still represents, even on the down year, that is a big supporter of Clinton High School. So let's see who we have on the line here. Thank you for calling in to the Friday Night Scoreboard. Who do we have on the line?
You've got Dog Boss, a.k.a. Mike Hendrick. What's going on? DJ with a DJ.
Man, did you hear my joke earlier?
Oh, no, I missed it.
All right, so
give it back to me.
I'm going to give it to you right now. What happens when you mix an elephant with a rhino?
Oh, God, I'd hate to think.
Well, let me know if you want me to tell you the answer or you going to guess.
I ain't got no answer for you. Give it to me.
What happens when you mix an elephant with a rhino is elephano.
Elabino. There you go.
Mr. Hendricks, man, it's going great. Great football throughout the week, past couple weeks, couple games. Thursday and Friday that took place that was really great. Aside from the Austin East and Gatlinburg-Pittman game, it didn't end well for the senior night hosting Austin East Roadrunners 42-0 against Gatlinburg-Pittman. They took a loss there on senior night, but amazing game. Did you watch the Grace versus Sevier County?
Oh, my gosh, are you kidding me? What a game.
What a game.
That was a game.
That was a game, man.
Now, it kind of surprised me, but, I've got a good friend that lives down there close to the river there. He was a great high school football player at Clinton High School. Jason Weber.
Oh, Weber. His boy, Caden Weber, had a game.
His boy plays for Grace, and really that game kind of surprised me. I thought that Sevier County would probably win that game, but Grace don't back down from nobody.
Nobody. They want all the smoke, Mr. Hendricks.
Oh, yes, sir. They played I think that was last week, DJ, wasn't that when they went down there and played against the former Alcoa coach at Boyd Buchanan?
Yeah, old Rankin. They went down there and they got an L in a losers bracket there, but I think that game helped project them to go compete against the Sevier County and wind up taking the win at Sevier County.
Absolutely there. Yeah, I mean, that gets you. When you play them tough games, you don't back down from nobody. I mean, it just makes you better.
Absolutely, and they showed it. So 699 days, they said, there has not been a loss. 21 victories. There has not been a loss for Sevier County. Grace makes that upset.
Oh, God. Well, last year there, I mean, that was just I don't know how you'd even announce that the year that Sevier County had last year when they went from Powell to Oak Ridge and overtimes and onside kicks and stuff, man. The good Lord was looking out for them last year.
The football guys was definitely in their favor.
Absolutely.
And the game last week, that was that versus Greenville the week before when they played Greenville.
I couldn't believe that game.
Greenville had that game won, but Sevier County, they do what they do. They just win.
Oh, gosh, I mean, that kid, he almost had a touchdown. He's a little bit short, but, he reached out with that ball there to try to get a little bit extra and fumbled it there. But, yeah, the football gods was in Sevier County's favor for sure.
Hey, it was cloudy today because...
Oh, no, but I know it was sort of I don't know, it's just a limited schedule tonight there with the fall break and everything. And, of course, I don't know, I think I've seen you on there where Sleepy puts out this thing, our old buddy John Williams, to pick games and stuff there. And I was a little bit surprised there, but maybe I shouldn't have been if I'd done a little research. But Oliver Springs getting beat by Midway tonight.
That was a Thursday night game. TTSN covered that streaming, and that was crazy. So Midway was good in Little League, and they have those guys playing now. But they have not beat Oliver Springs since 2016. They traveled to Oliver Springs with an upset. I mean, shout out to Coach Treadway and those guys over there at Midway. They did a great job coming in, preparing for that game, and not only competed well, but they had the game won the entire time. Oliver Springs did make a run back, though.
Comeback.
Yeah, they was on the comeback. A little bit too late, though. They couldn't get that final touchdown they need to win that ball game.
But that Midway, gosh, that one player, I can't think of his name right off there, but gosh, what a little athlete he is.
Yeah, number 2, I got his name on my tongue. I can't get it out. I should have it written down in front of him, but I don't. But yeah, he's a phenomenal player.
Oh, he's an athlete there.
Yeah.
For sure there, but I want to get your take on tomorrow's game against them old Razor Hogs coming into Neyland Stadium tomorrow there. How you feeling about it, brother?
I've seen more hogs on the back of a truck coming to than I've ever seen in my life. But that's not going to be enough because the decibels in the Neyland Stadium is going to, I think, is going to run those pigs out of there.
I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you there for sure there. I know that, gosh, that was just I really felt like that we gave that game away last year, and we should have won it, and I probably shouldn't throw no blame or hate out there, but our quarterback last year could have done a little bit better than what he did, but, but I like the guy we got over here now, and I'm sure hoping they're a running back from over at Carnes and some of our other players. I'm hoping we have a big day tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm right with you, man. I'm rooting for those Vols. They definitely need to get this victory. And it'll be a little bit get back from last year by traveling down to Arkansas and taking that L. So I'm really hoping the Vols. Joey Aguilar, man, thank goodness that we got that switch trade from UCLA to land
you
him.
kidding me?
That was good.
Are you pretty well pleased with it as I am?
I am. I like Joey Aguilar and obviously the Vols as a whole, but I think they landed one. And you know what? I know they know what they had by bringing him in, but I don't think they knew exactly what he was going to bring to the table. And he's not only shown that he's a great player, he's a great person outside of football.
He's a really good guy. He's one of them ones that shows up and over at West Town or wherever and hugs babies and kisses babies.
Yes.
Says hello to everybody there. And, I don't know that Nico done a whole lot of that. And I'm not throwing a lot of hate toward him, but, I think his daddy had a lot to do with everything he did. But with all his decisions he made, and congratulations to him there with them getting that big win against Penn State last week. But I'm happy with Joey Aguilar.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nico, I'm a believer. He had time to drive his fancy vehicles. I don't think he had time to go to West Town Mall.
Oh, I hear you. I'm hearing you there, brother. But, I just wanted to holler at you a minute there, see how things going. I know it's getting close to time. You get ready to go home, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm about to shut it down, turn off the lights, and light a candle.
The party's over. All right, then. Always enjoy talking to you, GJ. You enjoy the rest of your evening there. Be safe going home, and go Vols and go Dragons.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Hendricks, man. Hope to talk to you next week.
Okay, see you, buddy.
All right, our fan favorite there, Mr. Hendricks calls in. I love speaking with him. His grandson and I played ball together at Clinton Middle School, Cody Hendricks. His son plays for Clinton Dragons this year. Cody's boy does. So it's always great to hear his voice and have him call in. But, guys, that is the show for the night. But as always, we'll be back every Friday night. But before we leave here, it looks like we're getting a call, and I may take this call. I want to let you know, if you want to help your neighbors, go to fmcor.org and donate. Every $1 that you give can turn into $10 worth of care. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. If you donate $1, they can turn it into $10 worth of care. Every dollar you donate turns into $10 worth of care. 1,500 patients were seen last year. $9 million in value. You can help. You can volunteer. You can also donate. And that's fmcor.org. You can donate. Every $1 that you give, they're turning into $10 of care. Guys, make sure that you go to fmcor.org. 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 FMCOR, the free medical clinic. This show is brought to you by the Free Medical Clinic, and they're trying to help keep us not only healthy but wealthy, so we continue to grow and have our babies and all our futures, grow up well and healthy. There's no bill. Free Medical Clinic offers you no bill. There's no bill. no insurance, underinsured, fmcor.org. Make sure you reach out. You can donate, you can volunteer, or if you need that medical service, they can help you with that. Also, they have launched the mental health division to help take steps to address the opioid crisis and the substance use disorders. This is huge. This is huge. Thank you, Free Medical Clinic. I'm going to close out the show, but I'm going to take this call first. Thank you for calling in to the Free Medical Clinic. Who do we have on the line?
Hey, DJ, it's Sleepy.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Sleepy. We just got finished talking about you. How you doing, Sleepy?
Doing great. How you doing?
I'm blessed, man. I'm here at the Friday night scoreboard talking a little high school football. There's nothing better in East Tennessee right now.
I know you do a great job, and just not only on this show, but your show during the week, Extant Sports. And I heard Heno call in a while ago, gave me a shout out. Appreciate that. And I was sitting here a while ago and I told my daughter, I said, she said something about the Scoreboard show, and I said, oh, God, I forgot all about it. I was thinking it was Thursday night because I usually had a game on Friday, but sort of mixed up here. But I flipped it over, so I missed the first part of your show.
Oh, it's all good. Your support is always valued.
But, yeah, Tate Mason, that's that.
There it is.
That boy's name for Midway.
There it is. Tate Mason, guys, your viewers out there, the Midway running back that is slippery and very greasy and can make a move off a move that makes a move until a move. Tate Mason, he is a baller.
Yeah, that young man, I'd heard about him. That's the first time I'd seen him play, but not only on offense, but defense too. He made some great tackles. He sort of built low to the ground anyway, but he'd tackle you low. He was tackling Jackson Jett around the ankles, and when you get somebody that low, you're going to go down. And I bet Jackson woke up. I told him after the game, I bet you'll wake up sore in the morning.
Well, if you don't have your legs, you definitely can't run.
Yeah, but he played a great game. He was like a bowling ball in there. Sort of reminded me of Norm Boulash, played back for the Colts back in the day. He was just bouncing around in there. It's about a great comeback for Oliver Springs. Sure was. I told this lady I was sitting by, I said, well, they made it 32-13. I said, well, I've seen comebacks before. I remember Anderson County coming back and beating Fulton back when the Price twins were playing for Anderson County, the Maverick Miracle. But
right.
That's all won at Oliver Springs last night.
Yeah, and you know what? That's it's typical Oliver Springs fashion. At some point, they're going to get it together. Hard to stop when they're gelling and rolling like that, but just a little bit too little, too late.
Yeah, I think Midway maybe wanted a little bit more, maybe a bigger game for them coming in. They needed that to get in the playoffs. They still got to win out, I believe, but Oliver Springs coming off that loss, they might have caught them down there a little bit, and that may have knocked the Bobcats out of the home field advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. And then they also have to see Week 11, Coe Field. They have to see Coe Field.
I know Coach Harper said that last night in his post game. He told those boys still had everything in front of them. That team over the ridge. He said they can. I don't know who else they got in the region, but they can win out, beat Cofield, they can still be region champ.
Yeah, absolutely. That is true, for sure.
Them Smoky Bears run out of magic tonight, didn't they?
Oh, man. I love watching Coach Todd Loveday work his miracles and magic, and those players just go out there and perform and have all the energy. And when it came down to the last few minutes, I was like, well, here comes the Smoky Bear magic. Dolly's going to sprinkle some powder over the stadium, and they're going to win the ball game. But Grace held them down at the end. That defense was stiff. It gave Newman some trouble back there, and they wound up holding out to win that ball game.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They got that big sack there towards the end, and I'm like you. I was waiting. I just asked Bear County's going to drive down, kick a field goal, and
Yeah.
at them. Even on that last play, Newman got away and threw that pass. It looked like he was going to catch it, but came incomplete. That's a great win for Grace. I really like watching them play with those kids they got on the team. And Stinson, I love watching him run the ball. What's the other running back?
Ballard.
Ballard?
Yeah, Jace Ballard, number 2. I think he's transferred from, was it TKA, that program that shut down? Or Lakeway?
Lakeway, I think.
Lakeway, yeah.
Is he a senior?
He is. This will be his final year, yeah. And he's going to end the senior year great, that's for sure.
Yeah, he'll go somewhere and play college if he wants to. And thought that was an interesting call. Coach Price called there at the end, at 4th and 6. He went for the win right there, threw it up in the end zone, and Ballard about come down with it.
Yeah.
That was a gutsy call, but congratulations to Grace on that victory.
Yeah, absolutely. That was huge for the community. And like I told Coach Price earlier, everybody knows who you are now, and if they didn't know, they know now. So, congratulations on that win.
Oh, yeah, they're coming, and they'll keep getting better and better, I think.
Yeah, they're young. They all their linemen from last year returned this year, but still a very young team. They even have an 8th grader out there starting now at the varsity level, and I watched him play against Webb in their middle school championship, and so I knew that kid was going to go up and play at the varsity level. Didn't expect him to start. Not that he doesn't have the talent, just didn't expect it because how Grace is already rolling. But the kid is getting major minutes at a varsity level straight out of middle school ball. So Grace has a lot of great athletes to look forward to, and as long as you're winning, people want to come there. So it seems like the Ballard boy fits the match with their personality and their culture, and he's just helping them spring along, especially with an injured Terrion Thomas.
Right, if they had Thomas, wow, they'd have a triple threat back there. That quarterback, what class is he?
He's a sophomore. He played JV until their one got hurt. So he stepped up and kind of led that team since their number 1 quarterback got hurt. But he has a few more years with him.
Yeah, I know he looks young. I didn't realize their number 1 was injured.
Yeah, the number 1 went down, I want to say week 2 or 3, could be 4. But they had the first round. I think they had a bye week 1. So they got 10 straight games to play. But I think he went down like week 2 or week 3, and then that kid stepped in, and he's shown that he can lead a team. So, the Price twins are doing great with what they have.
Was he the starter last year?
No, the starter last year was actually playing ball at ETSU, if I'm not mistaken. He was real good. The starter last year, he was like 6'4", 6'3",
right,
6'4".
I remember him.
Yeah, really good. I got his name on the tip of my tongue. I can't get it out. But I actually got to see him again in that Webb versus Grace game at Grace. He was actually there. I got his name on my tongue. I can't get it out. But he was there to come support Grace in that huge victory they got over Webb.
Yep, and shout out to Coach Kerr, Josh Kerr, coaching the linebackers, I believe. He does a great job. He was at Clinton. I was the head coach there for about 5 or 6 years, and
yep,
I always liked Josh. Great guy. And shout out to him. But I know you want to get off here, and I'll talk about Tennessee and Arkansas tomorrow. I think it's going to be a great game every time we play them. It's Arkansas seems like they get the best of us. They've won the last 4, and
yeah,
they've spoiled some seasons for us. I remember the '92 game. Pete Schuler, quarterback, we were undefeated in top 5. Johnny May just come back from his heart surgery, and they come in here and beat us, and we ended up losing 3 straight. Didn't get to make the first SEC championship game, and then you had the 98 game. Can't forget that one. We went on to win the national championship.
Yes, sir.
Turner stumble, fumble, and
yeah.
I remember some games when I was growing up as a kid. My dad was watching the Liberty Bowl. Kurt Watson ran one in, and then went down to the 89 Cotton Bowl down in Dallas. Got to go to that game. Chuck Webb, he had over 250 yards, and that was a great game. And it's always it seemed like a close game when we play Arkansas. And remember our last win over them, they had the Wild Hog. You remember those boys, don't you?
Oh, you better believe it.
The old Darren McFadden. And
yeah.
I had to look up the other one, Felix Jones. His name escaped me, but they both played in the NFL.
Yep.
Felix Jones may have had a better career than Fadden did in the pros.
In the pros, yeah. At the next level, I say so. Yeah.
Yeah. But Petrino's going to come in here tomorrow riding his motorcycle. I'm sort of worried. You know, they got a whole new defensive staff, I believe, and it's going to be a great game tomorrow. Can't wait.
Well, are you actually going to the game, or you watch it on TV?
Yeah, I'm going to get to go with my daughter and cheer on the Vols.
No, that's awesome. I can't wait to see the pictures.
Yes, sir, and hope we can pull it out.
I'm going for the Vols, man. Let's get those decibels higher than Neyland Stadium and run those Hogs out of there.
So we got to have it going into Alabama next week.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, DJ. Appreciate your show, and good talk to you. I'll write you later.
Thank you, Sleepy, for calling in. Have a good night and enjoy your time tomorrow at Neyland Stadium with those Vols, baby. Let's go.
Go Big Orange.
Oh, Sleepy. Hey, you can catch, follow John Williams on Facebook. He has all the high school scores, all the divisions, all the names, everything that you can possibly think of. He does himself, and he does a great job at doing it. He even has a pick'em where guys are voting on who's going to win and things of that nature. So John Williams does a great job. He does it for all of you. So make sure you go follow him on Facebook if you're not already following him, and tune in to when he has his live feed going up, talking about all these high school games. You can get caught up and learn some new things that you didn't know. He has a wealth of history, and he always is teaching someone something new every week he comes on. So make sure you go support Mr. John Williams. Thank you guys for all tuning in. Go ahead and make someone aware. Please share, let them know that the Friday Night Scoreboard was another epic show. A lot of great coaches, some epic wins, and somebody should and would want to see this. You shouldn't hold it in. Let them see what's going on here at the Friday Night Scoreboard. And every Friday, after a great football game, all the great football games will be right here in the studio here at BBB TV 12. Before I leave, I want to give a shout out to Brad Jones and his son, Chandler. I call him CJ, Chandler Jones. It's his birthday, so before we go off the air, everybody at home, help me sing happy birthday to you, to CJ in the back, who controls all the things. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chandler. Happy birthday to you, and many more on BBB TV channel 1086 on Xfinity and all the social media platforms. Guys, until next Friday, Coach DJ signing out. Have a blessed night.
Cooler weather brings autumn-colored leaves and football time in Tennessee. Warm up with natural gas heat or enjoy the year-round comfort of natural gas water heaters, ranges, and clothes dryers. More affordable and reliable, natural gas keeps your home cozy while increasing its value. Whether you're a new home builder or a homeowner wanting an upgrade, consider all the benefits natural gas offers. Call us today or visit us online to learn more. Oak Ridge Utility District, your hometown natural gas provider.
The free medical clinic provides primary care at no cost to the working poor. Every day, thousands of families live in fear, afraid to get sick or injured because they have no insurance and low income. But FMC removes that fear. We help people get back to work, back to school, and back on their feet, keeping our families healthy and our economy moving forward.
Especially for our rural and minority neighbors.
With a full suite of services, top-tier medical professionals, FMC is redefining what healthcare looks like for the underserved.
For more information, go to fmcor.org.
Everywhere you look, you can find unexpected things that make you smile. Little reminders to care for your heart. At Covenant Health, we bring more heart to more places. That means more locations, advanced treatments, and expert physicians. Because we know your heart beats for more than just you. It beats for the people, moments, and dreams that matter most. More heart in more places for you. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
This week on Rivalry Friday, it's Grace at CAK. Coverage starts at 6:30 p.m. on the Knox.
Hey, East Tennessee, ready to save big? It's all at Hammer's Dry Goods. For over 70 years, we've been your hometown store for famous brand men's and ladies' clothing at rock-bottom prices. Need rugged workwear? Sharp casual looks? Ladies' game day gear? We've got it all, and it's priced to move. And when you shop Hammer's, you keep your money local, supporting our schools, our students, and our community. Hammer's Dry Goods. Tradition, value, hometown pride, and savings you can feel. Get to Hammer's today.
Josh Anderson is a Republican who has fought for families across Anderson County throughout his adult life. Josh is a farmer, a husband, and a father. For 4 generations, his family has lived in Anderson County. A graduate of the University of Tennessee, Josh has served on the Anderson County Commission for 7 years and served as chairman for 3 years. Josh is a businessman who will put his experience to work for all of us. A supporter of term limits, Josh believes 2 terms as mayor is enough. Josh Anderson believes leadership starts with listening.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results. 546-1111.
Upgrade your home with stunning.
Everywhere you look, you can find unexpected things that make you smile. Little reminders to care for your heart. At Covenant Health, we bring more heart to more places. That means more locations, advanced treatments, and expert physicians. Because we know your heart beats for more than just you. It beats for the people, moments, and dreams that matter most. More heart in more places for you. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
Hey, East Tennessee, ready to save big? It's all at Hammer's Dry Goods. For over 70 years, we've been your hometown store for famous brand men's and ladies' clothing at rock-bottom prices. Need rugged workwear? Sharp casual looks? Ladies' game day gear? We've got it all, and it's priced to move. And when you shop Hammer's, you keep your money local, supporting our schools, our students, and our community. Hammer's Dry Goods. Tradition, value, hometown pride, and savings you can feel. Get to Hammer's today.
Josh Anderson is a Republican who has fought for families across Anderson County throughout his adult life. Josh is a farmer, a husband, and a father. For 4 generations, his family has lived in...
And what a beautiful night for football for the Hearthside Bank pregame show on OEB Rivalry Friday. As always, brought to you by Carson Newman. And what a matchup we've got for you tonight. It's fall break, not a whole lot of games going, so not a whole lot to choose from. But 4-2 Grace against 6-0 Sevier County, this kind of the peach of the week.
Yeah, honestly, there's not a lot to choose from because there aren't a lot of games, but hey, this is one of them. This is a good one. If we were somewhere else, I would be wondering about this game, and I would be wanting to watch this game, so I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, this is the game that everybody's going to be watching tonight. Grace comes in, like we said, 4-2. We had them a few weeks ago against Webb.
County.
It was against Webb. Grace and Webb.
Yeah.
And Grace won that game 70-40. Sevier County, we had the double overtime thriller against Greenville.
That's
and
right.
The thing about these two teams is they're well coached. They play really good football.
Yeah, they do. These two offenses very good. Obviously, you had the Grace Webb game where Grace puts up 70 points.
Yeah.
And their starting running back, a freshman, J.V. Stinson, goes off for about 391 yards. So, yeah, that was quite the game.
Was stunned and disappointed he didn't get to 400. We kept asking the coaches, get him to 400, but they never did. Last night on Rivalry Thursday, it was an impressive performance on the road for Gatlinburg-Pittman. It was a pretty good game with Austin East for a while, and then GP took off and won the game 42-0. Let's get the game recap from Austin Price and Eric Kane.
Thanks, Mark. Here on Rivalry Thursday, it was close a little while, then it was not close at all. We had a running clock in the second half. GP takes care of Austin East 42-0. Big touchdown by Jackson Scavarisi right there, and then he does it again. Scavarisi with 2 scores in the first half.
Yeah, 2 scores, 14-0. Braden Maples gets in there just before halftime to make it 21-0, the halftime score.
Maples would score 3 touchdowns in this football game. This is early in the second half, and they started to pour it on. They ended up with a pick 6 early in the third quarter as Elijah Spence takes it and goes full tilt and flip.
Yeah, the Maples touchdown, that made it 28-0. This makes it 35-0. The running clock was ensued. And then Braden Maples again. This is his final touchdown of the night. Maybe one of his best runs down to the end zone there for the long touchdown run.
So GP gets the win. They remain undefeated on the season. They'll try to close out the regular season over the next few weeks and try to get that 1 seed, remain undefeated, have home field throughout the playoffs, Mark, and that's big, Eric.
Yeah, it's very big. You got to finish. You're midway through October right now. You can sense postseason action. Finish strong, get that 1 seed, and see what happens.
Austin East has 2 games remaining on their schedule. We'll see if they can get a couple of wins to head into 2026 on a high note. He's Eric Kane. I'm Austin Price. Mark, back to you.
Yeah, guys, thanks. And our Rivalry Thursday game next week is a great one. Central and Hall's a very important game. Rivalry Friday and Rivalry Thursday brought to you by the exclusive auto partner of the Rivalry brand, that being Ted Russell Ford. 2 locations in Knoxville of TRF. And then of Ted Russell Lincoln, there is the 1 location. Boy, our thanks to Andy White and Nick White and all the wonderful people at Ted Russell Ford. So next week, 2 great games. Central and Halls on Thursday's got all kinds of playoff implications. And the Friday game, these same Grace Rams at CAK in a true rivalry game.
Yes, and that's a huge region game for them. Right now, they're fighting for seeding. This game doesn't matter for that right now, but last year they went into the playoffs as the 3 seed in the East Region, Division II. They've got a chance to finish as the 2 seed, and that's a big difference with the way that Division II does the playoffs.
Yeah, and to Aaron's point, the game tonight, while it's fun to watch, this is one of those non-region games. They're playing football to fill out the schedule, but this is not a game for either team as Sevier County rides that 21-game winning streak. They want to keep it alive, but it has nothing to do with playoff positioning. Hey, let's check in with the folks over at WBIR, the 10 Sports Blitz, the Players of the Week, and I believe we're checking in this week with Camille Gear.
Well, the high school football season is flying by. We've already given out 12 Players of the Week so far this year. The Week 7 winners are bringing some crazy stat lines, so let's get into it. Starting on offense, we head over to Stone Memorial to highlight wide receiver Kyle Hinch. And the Panthers' 34-27 win over Macon County. Hinch hauled in 3 receptions for 3 touchdowns. Even more impressive, those were the only 3 targets he had all game. Now they're 6-1 on the season. The Panthers, they're rolling. Hinch says he's thankful for the recognition because it brings more spotlight to his team.
It's great. Our school gets recognition, and to just help everybody know about Stone Memorial. Football means a lot to this town, and just to be able to give them something, the football team that is pretty good, it means a lot.
On the defensive side of the ball, Hall's junior Carson Pierce will take home this week's honors. The linebacker, 15 tackles, 1 sack, 1 fumble recovery, and 2 tackles for loss in the Red Devils' 49-15 win over Carnes. Hall's Halls has been on a hot streak as of late, winners of 3 straight, and Pierce says he found out he won Player of the Week from someone special.
Mom actually texted me and said, congratulations, and, you know, I was excited. She was so happy for me. I was excited since I woke up for the game, and it had me pumped throughout the day, and I was just ready to play that day.
Halls will host Catholic tonight at 7 o'clock. So Memorial, on the other hand, will host Livingston Academy Friday night at 7. And, of course, as usual, we will have a full slate of high school football from Week 8 on Friday nights on The Blitz.
Hey, guys, it's Nate.
Yeah, and our thanks to WBIR, all of the games, the scores, and the highlights, all 4 of them coming up tonight on The Blitz. It's legitimately, you know, the sports folks at WBIR said, hey, Mark, you're handling 10 Tailgate today, which was here. And then 10 Tailgate with WBIR will be at 2 of our games, the last 2, Heritage and Gibbs, a very important game, and then Alcoa and Anderson County. So they're all heading out to Timbuktu to go to games.
Yeah, well, you got to do what you got to do.
It is. Kingston and Scott going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, that's a big region game going on tonight. Scott High last year went 1-9, and this year, man, what the turnaround that they have done is amazing. And then Kingston and Scott High, that's a good rivalry.
That's one of those games where we set the schedule early. You'd love to have the opportunity to wait to see what's going on.
Yeah.
And while I'm glad to be here, that would be a fun one to do as well. Hey, let's take a break. You're watching the Hearthside Bank pregame show. When we come back, Sophie Starkey, the 3rd member of our crew, will visit with Justin Price, the head coach of Grace Christian. OEB Rivalry Friday at the top of the hour.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results. 546-1111.
Hey, East Tennessee, ready to save big? It's all at Hammers Dry Goods. For over 70 years, we've been your hometown store for famous brand men's and ladies' clothing at rock-bottom prices. Need rugged workwear? Sharp casual looks? Ladies' game day gear? We've got it all, and it's priced to move. And when you shop Hammers, you keep your money local, supporting our schools, our students, and our community. Hammers Dry Goods. Tradition, value, hometown pride, and savings you can feel. Get to Hammers today.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
The free medical clinic offers primary care at no cost to the working poor. Every day, thousands of families live in fear, afraid to get sick or injured because they have no insurance and low income. But FMC removes that fear. We help people get back to work, back to school, and back on their feet, keeping our families healthy and our economy moving forward, especially for our rural and minority neighbors. With a full suite of services, top-tier medical professionals, FMC is redefining what healthcare looks like for the underserved. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
Boy, what a spectacular venue. Every time we come here, and we'll be here in the playoffs again, we're probably going to have West or William Blount at Sevier County in the first round, and those leaves are turning. I don't know what it is about this place, but there are few places more beautiful than here.
And the stadium is amazing.
Yeah.
So you've got the mountains in the background. You've got the trees are starting to change colors right now, so that adds to it. So it's starting to look like fall.
Purple pops.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's a great place, and we love coming here. Plus, Brian Atchley and Todd Loveday, they're always so accommodating. We appreciate them welcoming us here. So the visitors tonight come from Grace Christian out in West Knoxville. I do know it's on the western portion of Knoxville, unlike on Thursdays. Sophie Starkey had a chance to visit with the head coach, and that is Justin Price.
Coach,
Coach, your team started off this season hot, now has a couple losses under its belt. So what did practice look like this week for you guys?
It's been a great week of practice. You know, we kind of knew going into the season the way our schedule laid out. We had 3 really tough opponents right there in the middle, and but it's also challenged us in a way that's made us better. And the way our players came to practice this week, they're just so resilient and just wanting to maximize our team. And when you play really good quality opponents like Boyd Buchanan and Sevier Kennedy, it gives you an opportunity to find out a lot about yourself and continue to grow. Yeah, and within those challenges, your team has showed some dominance for sure. So what's the strategy tonight to play all 4 quarters of the game? Well, obviously you got the defending state champs and Coach Loveday and his staff and their players are phenomenal. So, you know, we just got to worry about us. We got to execute and make the plays when we get those opportunities. And, you know, it'll be tough against an opponent like Sevier Kennedy, but we believe in our guys. Our players are confident. They feel like they're going to go out and play their best game tonight. And I got to talk about Cooper Brayman having to step up into that starting position. What have you liked about him taking on that role? Well, you know, Cooper's he's a confident kid. He's young, got some moxie about him, and you want that as a quarterback. And, you know, early on, we've been trying to protect him a little bit as far as play calling. Really, the last couple of weeks, we've started to open it up a little bit more and more. So tonight, we're just going to lean on him as much as we need to. Obviously, we're good up front, good at running back and receiver. So it's always a collective effort, but Cooper's handled it very well. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, going to be kind of neat. Justin Price and the Grace coaches are right up here in the press box. I think they're right upstairs. And so Justin said, hey, can we do something different? Rather than us going down and doing the interview down on the far side of the field, what if you come down to us between the first and second quarter and do the interview on headset?
What a unique thing.
So he said that he would do it.
Yeah. Great opportunity.
Yeah, we don't get it very often. Hey, last week, by the way, Rivalry Friday every week is brought to you by Carson Newman, and can't thank our friends there. By the way, head football coach is going to join us live at halftime in the press box, so we look forward to having him in here to talk about what they're doing this season. They're having a great year this year at Carson Newman, so looking forward to that coming up at halftime on OEB Law Rivalry Friday, presented by Carson Newman. Hey, last week we had Carter in a big win over Fulton. They won that thing easily. Best player was not there, but boy, they didn't need him.
No, that Carter is. They've made a tremendous turnaround.
5-2.
The Hornets are looking great.
Looking really good, and Jody Scruggs is their running back. He was out because of concussion protocol last week. He'll be back next week when the Hornets get back on the field. Austin Price had a chance to sit down and visit with the incredible running back.
Here, Carter with Jody Scruggs. Jody, you had a really big year last year. I know you're wanting to try to build on that, this fall as we roll along the season. What do you feel like you do well?
I feel like just not only offensively or defensively, but just like I think I'm a team role player. I think I help the team a lot in just like different roles on the field. I can go in a little bit of everywhere and give you a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying?
So when they put the ball in your hands, what do you feel like you bring?
I feel like I can open up the run game or the pass game because I can run routes.
Yeah.
And then I can also get behind in the backfield and get small. So I feel like I'm a threat. I feel like I can run the ball, I can catch the ball at receiver. I feel like I bring something different. They can't just stack the box, you know what I'm saying? Because we went out to wide receiver and they're going to have to play me at wide receiver. I think I opened the field up for my teammates a lot, and I think that's good too.
You told me you don't like the downtimes, the dead periods, those type of things, because you just love the game, you eat up with it. Like, why is that?
I don't like not being able to just come and play football, literally. I don't like not being able to come and be with my teammates. And I know it's just that little period of time, but I like to do it every single day. I'm not playing. Just that's the way my team makes it for all of us. I feel like a lot of us would rather just come to practice every day and have fun with each other than be at home and doing whatever they're doing there.
All right, he's consistent, he's persistent, and he'll keep coming at you each and every Friday night. Jody, good luck the rest of the way, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, and by the way, when you talk about Carter, what they've got off this week, as so many other teams are, then they'll play Austin East at home, and then 2 tough ones to finish the year at Alcoa and at Gibbs.
Yeah, you look at the season that Gibbs has had, getting that upset win against Anderson County, but I still think that Gibbs-Carter game is going to be a good one.
Oh, it's gonna have a lot of playoff implications. As will our game, I guess, 2 weeks from tonight, if I'm remembering correctly, which is Heritage at Gibbs.
Yeah.
So we'll have that game on TV coming up 2 weeks from now. Let's take a break. You're watching the Hearthside Bank pregame show. When we come back, we'll continue to get you ready for Grace and Sevier County on OEB Law Rivalry Friday.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about...
To pay for stuff. Spending. I do not know. Big. Candy. Spend me. Use me to buy stuff.
It's never too early to learn more about personal finance. At Hearthside Bank, we work closely with our community to help meet your goals and achieve your financial dreams. Hearthside Bank, always within reach. Member FDIC.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super Savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results. 546-1111.
Well, we've all heard about the quarterback Cooper Newman being recruited by so many people. He's the junior quarterback, but maybe the straw that stirs the drink is Parker Newman. He's not his brother. He's his very good friend, and they have been buddies for a long time.
I would say growing up, I always had a physical nature. It was very pushed by my dad. My mom was obviously scared to get into it early. But I enjoy hitting and run around, playing with friends and stuff like that. But I'd say the main thing is friendships throughout my life and like a brotherhood, the family connection. That means a lot to me. And I've made a really close family type bond with a lot of guys throughout my career so far, and it's built like a foundation for my life. Guys I can rely on and always call when I need something. So I would say that's the main thing that I appreciate and love about football the most. Offensively, definitely route running. I feel like I've always had pretty solid hands, but just slow feet, kind of stiff hips, stuff like that. Definitely worked on my footwork, route running, hip mobility, things like that. And defensive side of the ball, I've always had good instincts and natural ability, but definitely staying in the weight room, getting stronger, getting bigger, that always helps. And just the small details of my position, just learning little tweaks and ins and outs of my position to see how I can get better for Friday nights and how I can look better on film for college coaches and ultimately help our team win. We've built a high standard here at Sevier County. We want to do the same thing we did last year. But I would say as a team goal is just keeping our mindset focused on week by week, just winning the next game in front of us, winning the next day in front of us, really. Whether it's a Monday practice or a Friday night game, just winning the next day in front of us. And I would say as an individual goal is to do the best I can to help this team. Obviously, I want to play in college and things like that, but whatever I can do, wherever I need to be for this team to win and succeed is where I want to be. The most exciting thing about me playing football is the crowd roar and helmets popping and things like that. I like big hits and just getting the crowd fired up and hearing people scream and things like that when you make big plays and you yelling and getting your teammates and the sideline fired up is just the best part about football. Faith goes a long way for me. I follow Jesus. That's a big part of my faith. Trusting, He's going to put me in the right spots, and He's going to keep me safe, and He's going to do the things that He needs to do for me. But also faith in your coaches and your teammates and yourself. A lot of people doubt themselves, second guess plays and things like that. I think faith is built in the weight room, around your teammates, and alone when you're watching film is building that trust in yourself. But having faith in teammates really allows you to isolate yourself and focus on what you need to do. I have a lot of faith in my teammates, and with that, I'm able to make my own individual plays because I just have to completely isolate myself and focus on what I need to do because I know they're going to make the right play.
With Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
Busy right now, but I ordered some ribeyes and a few other things for curbside pickup at Food City. Can you grab it on your way home?
Sure thing, hon. Gotta run. Wait, did you get some of those twice baked potatoes? Mm-hmm. Okay, love ya. Really gotta run.
Got a lot going on? Let the professional shoppers do the work for you. Just set a pickup time and your groceries will be ready. Try curbside pickup at Food City today.
Oh, sorry. We need dog food too.
Life is too full of opportunity to be left in the dark. Your financial journey can be confusing. When you have questions, we provide clarity. When there's a new opportunity, we're here to help kindle the flame. We root for your success and help you reach your potential. We're the bank that you can depend on for guidance, and we're always within reach.
Well, our thanks, as always, to Jim and Nick's for providing our pregame meal. And each and every game, our crew looks forward to the great pregame meal. They're right over by Westtown Mall. You can go over there, and they got a line at lunch. You can place the order for your tailgating experience at Jim and Nick's, and our thanks to them each and every game. Well, so about 45 seconds till the band starts again. Aaron Harvey, this will be interesting to see what happens in this game. I never know how it translates from the private schools to the public and back and forth. I think Grace can hang with Sevier County. The question is, will their depth allow them to hang for 4 quarters?
Well, that's a good question. Is it going to come down to depth? See, I don't really know what to expect either. Coming into this one, both teams are extremely talented. Sevier County's on the 21-game winning streak, yep. So there's that. So I don't know. I'm really looking forward to this one and have been all year long.
Yeah, a lot of people looking forward to this. So our thanks, as always, to Sevier County and Brian Atchley and Todd Loveday. We love coming here to Sevier County. So welcoming. It is a pink out night tonight for breast cancer awareness. And you'll see some of the players wearing pink on their shoes and a lot of pink in the stands. Without further ado, let's head down to the field for the Sevier County Marching Band and a little help. And as always, our thanks to our title sponsor, that being OEB Law. Our thanks to Tim Elrod and all the wonderful people at OEB Law, the title sponsor of OEB Law Rivalry Friday, presented by Carson Newman. Let's step aside. It is a fall break classic. At least that's what we're saying. It's Grace at Sevier County when we come back.
This water makes my hair so dry and brittle.
Aquaclear can fix that.
Jeez, I hate the way my water smells.
Aquaclear can fix that.
No matter how much lotion I use, my skin is always so dry.
Aquaclear can fix that.
Hey guys, we got a special guest coach today. Catholic alum, Tennessee great, Cooper Mate.
Thanks, Coach. Let's see what your boys got.
That's it. Drop.
Bring it up. Nice work today, man. Y'all hungry? Yeah. We got some Auburn's. Let's eat. Auburn's. Real comfort, real food, real good.
More fingers, Mr. Mays?
Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I'm a State Farm agent here in West Knoxville. I love to serve all of East Tennessee for all of your home, car, life, and business insurance. If you need anything insurance related, give us a call at 675-0888.
I'm Tennessee basketball player JP Estrella. Let me give you a tour here of the offices at Knoxville Smiles. Dr. Costa is placing implants with a robot, and it's all done digitally. There's no guessing with this since it's all robotic. Dr. Wilco is the newest addition to the office. He loves to research the latest and greatest in technology, so the other doctors go to him for the newest product information and techniques. Dr. Malone is building teeth in the mouth. To him, cosmetic bonding is more like artwork. He does this without cutting your teeth down. It's all about building them up. Guys, we still have a problem. Do y'all have a bigger chair?
The following live sports broadcast is brought to you by Pac-Man HD Productions.
Welcome to Sevier County for OEB Law Rivalry Friday, as always presented by Carson Newman. What a special night here. Fall break, not many games this week, but there is a game tonight, and it is a good one. Sophie Starkey down on the sideline with Todd Loveday.
Coach, your team is riding a 21-game winning streak. How do you keep that momentum and set the tone against Grace tonight?
We're just one game at a time. That's how we've always done. Not even one game, one play at a time, one quarter at a time. Just ready to get it on.
And guys, talk about Cooper Newman. Historic season last year, and it looks like he's headed in a similar direction. How have you seen his leadership shape your offense?
As you just said it, I mean, he's matured. He's well matured beyond his years, and just glad he's wearing the purple.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, Todd Loveday, one of the good guys, no question about that, as these Smoky Bears, Aaron Harvey, along with Mark Packer, riding a 21-game winning streak. Their last loss was a playoff game to Powell in 2023. They avenged that game last year in the second round of the playoffs when they were dead to right with 2.5 minutes to go at their own 5-yard line. And then here they came, and from there, the 25-24 win over Powell, the double overtime win over West, the win over Oak Ridge, and then the state championship win, and these guys are defending state champions.
The Smoky Bears, Mark, haven't dropped an L in 699 days. 699 days. That's a long time and a lot of winning, which includes, a 15-0 season last year, going to a state championship and bringing that gold ball to Sevier County. It's been a good run for Sevier County.
And they've got a lot of talent out there on this team. They'll find out over the next few weeks exactly how good they are once they get back into the playoffs again. Playoffs will be interesting. We've talked about it ad nauseum, about it will change this year in rounds 2 and 3, playing teams from other areas. So while they may open at home against a West or a William Blount, it's not a second-round situation where they're going to run into Powell or somebody like that. Hey, the Smokies stat stuffer tonight, and it focuses on, the quarterback Cooper Newman, who has had a heck of a season, 700. He's got over 1,000 yards on the season, 19 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions for the quarterback Cooper Newman.
Yeah, it's 19 touchdowns, like you said, over 1,300 yards this season. Only thrown 3 interceptions this year. Only threw 3 interceptions last year as well. So he's racked up a ton of touchdowns and a ton of yards with, if you look at last season and this season, with only 6 interceptions total.
Well, and 2 interceptions were in that double overtime win that we had on Rivalry Thursday against Greenville just a few weeks back, which was an absolute classic. But Greenville's got some Division I defensive backs, and, boy, they were a test.
Yeah, and honestly, Sevier County deserved to lose that game, and I think Coach Loveday would say the same thing. But good teams find ways to win when it matters, and that's what Sevier County did.
So there's Cooper Newman. It was so funny at 5:45 for WBIR. I was supposed to go live with Todd Loveday. Loveday wasn't out here, and so I reached over and said, "Hey, Cooper, can you be live with me?" Grab Cooper